Should I start?
Yeah.
Uh, on this very auspicious but dubious day, and I say dubious because if you know, if you, if any of you know Hershleib, as he's now called, we're honoring a person today who's had at least four names that I know of. There's Hershleib, that's in his most recent iteration, started in approximately 1968. Before that, he was Tzvi and Harry. And frankly, in post offices far and wide, there are other versions of his name. And, I want to remember fondly one story with Mr. Geffen and myself. First of all, I should say, by way of introduction, that Mr. Geffen, he probably could be Chief Rabbi Geffen by now. He's been sitting and learning for years, and he was always one of the best educated people in the room, whether or not it was Ruchnius or whether or not it was English or whether or not it was history, and a very, very mild mannered but very educated fellow whom I respected a great deal. Well, one evening on Bein Hazmanim in Pesach, I think it was 1963, maybe. He and I were given a task to collect money for Chinuch Hatzmai on Pesach vacation and Pesach Bein Hazmanim. And he came to my house, and we were given a very interesting neighborhood. Kew Garden Hills? No. There are Jews there. Kew Gardens? Nah, there are Jews there. Forest Hills? Nah, there were Jews there. Why give a guy a place with Jews and a lot of religious Jews to go collect money for Chinuch Hatzmai? So what were we handed? The brain trust that tells decided that we would have a neighborhood, beautiful though it was so remote in every single way from Yiddishkeit, and that we would be the chosen too few who would search the neighborhood far and wide, and that neighborhood was Forest Hills Gardens. Everywhere we went, and it turned out to be a rainy night, everywhere we went, we were turned down. And we probably thought, at least I thought, it was due to our angelic innocence. And nobody thought so. They looked at us like people who had come from Yenevelt. And we were soundly and repeatedly rebuffed by the committed Jews of Forest Hills Gardens, a little neighborhood that borders Forest Hills and Kew Gardens. And I would like you to know that we went home, and although we were a complete failure, thanks to the Brain Trust, as I said, we became good friends, and we moved in the same yeshiva life, in the same yeshiva circles for years and years and years. I want to congratulate him on his brains, his wit, his love of art, and especially his notes for 10th grade history, which I seemed to get my hands on after he used it, and was used to great effect. I got an A. Thanks a lot, babe.